The number of citizens affected by the arboreal mania entity has risen to 87. All victims are showing symptoms of weakness, including varying degrees of anemia and malnutrition. So far, only Chief has managed to regain consciousness, and the reason remains unknown. Based on the information Chief provided, this new mania entity primarily employs mental attacks. The victim's consciousness becomes trapped in the same illusion, where their life force is drained.
FAC frontline units have been deployed to all districts for defensive operations. That thing isn't particularly aggressive and doesn't catalyze any corruptors. But it's expanding way too fast. Just getting close is enough to be affected. We've already lost 3 soldiers to unconsciousness. With its massive size and sprawling branches, pinpointing the contamination source will take considerable time. We're working as fast as we can. We haven't made a decision yet. All those citizens have their consciousness trapped inside. We don't know if an attack would harm them, and the number of hostages is still growing. We can only focus on strengthening our defenses to contain its expansion until we either find a way to wake everyone up or ensure we can eliminate the contamination source in one strike. We need more intel, more time.
Since you alone have broken free from the fate's clutches and emerged awake from this woven dream, perhaps you shall take the mantle of this tale's protagonist.
Here's all the data we have on Ugu. While her power is potent, she's never shown such an extensive range of influence before. A Banyan team has arrived to conduct a thorough examination on her. We've also reached out to Istia for assistance, but the intelligence about the fate is still too limited. We can't verify what exactly Ugu did to cause the current situation, nor can we predict how it might develop. Chief, what do you plan to do now?
By the power of these talismans, banish by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest by the power of these by the power of these by the power of these talismans, banish evil and by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest might by the power of these talismans, by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest might by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest might. By the power of these talismans, by the power of these by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest by the power of these talismans, by the power of these by the power of these talismans, by the power of these talismans, banish by the power of these talismans, banish by the power of these by the power of these by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest by the power of these talismans, banish evil and manifest might.
Since you passed by my humble... well, just keep going. I'll catch you next time with my performance. You caught me at a bad time. I'm not in the best shape to play today. Come back another time. I'll play as long as you want, from sunrise to sunset, without a break. Oh, a regular, aren't you? I'll give you a special discount then, but it'll still have to wait until next time. Don't pull me. I'm not sleeping. Who would sleep in a great place like this? Surely not me. The fate is wonderful. Folks from Eastia and so many spirit friends coming to hear my music. All so generous with their tips. Strange though, I get exhausted after just a few songs. I'm usually not like this. Little Clapper? Where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you. So tired I can barely keep my eyes open. What are you doing? Don't hurt my friend. My new friend. It's been keeping me company while I wait for you. Don't hurt the little wisp.
So I am the one you seek. Quite an unconventional protagonist you are. Very well. Let's see how much truth you can unveil amid this blossom of illusions. The greater your endeavor, the more enchanting this narrative unfolds. I eagerly await your performance.
That day, merit, too greedy, futile. Thankfully, the medicine has barely reached your stomach, and the needles are still in place. My friend, for your own well-being, please remain still and composed for a while longer. Yes, you may call me Wuhonzu, but I am but a wandering herbalist from Eastia, traveling across lands to save lives and accumulate merit. I can't slay demons or exorcise evil spirits. I merely noticed the ominous shadows surrounding you. signs of vital energy depletion, so I thought to offer a word of caution, hoping to gain some small merit. Had you heeded my warning and turned back then, the situation wouldn't have become so grave. Yet now, you have glimpsed the forbidden and treaded paths you ought not to have. Your chi lay scattered. This is why I resorted to such measures, brewing a decoction of 81 herbs and applying gold needles to your acupoints to pull you back from the brink. Let this serve as a lesson, at least. You must now understand that your constitution cannot withstand the forces at work here. Any further struggle would be futile. You would do well to leave this place of turmoil while you can. I see, but this fate harbors unfathomable dangers. In your condition, how do you intend to resolve this? You'll likely collapse again within a few hours. You're asking me just to restore your chi? Chi isn't like medicine that you can simply replenish after it's depleted. Repeated treatments won't be very effective, and I can't guarantee they'll be painless or harmless. It's an inefficient and taxing solution. Is this what they mean by ignorance is bliss? Very well. I suppose rescuing such a headstrong and audacious soul could be deemed a form of merit. Naturally, a patient lacking self-care awareness requires constant supervision, and I cannot afford to forego such a chance for merit. Besides, following you should lead to many people in need of treatment. Plenty of good deeds to accumulate merit, I dare say.
quiet. Returning once again to the Wisteria Pavilion, the wisteria appears more luxuriant than ever. Its flowering branches unfurled, coiling up the walls with an otherworldly splendor that surpasses its former glory. Undoubtedly, this is the craft of the flower spirit, draining the life force of those she ensnares. Without a moment to spare, the Outlander bursts through the gate, desperately calling out the flower spirit's name.
Right this way, esteemed guest. Would you like a cup of tea? Or maybe a delightful musical interlude?
Here I am, Ying Ying in the flesh. My dear sir, this is our first meeting.
My, look how worked up you are. You're sweating. Take a seat, relax, and let me help you freshen up.
Countless enchanting figures surge forward to surround the Outlander, their melodious laughter more intoxicating than the sweetest floral scent. They grasp onto the Outlander's garments, unwilling to release their hold. Unfazed by their allure, the Outlander firmly pushes away the ethereal beauties around, and with a stern voice and resolute bearing, Yet, the commotion hushes but for a fleeting moment. The alluring figures share knowing looks, then erupt into a wave of laughter.
Oh, now I see. Another young man bewitched by Ying Ying's beauty.
All right, your words ring clear. Since you're so fond of Ying Ying, I suppose we have no other option.
Releasing their captive, the ethereal beauties pivot away with sinister giggles, veiling their faces. When they turn back, every single one of them bears Ying Ying's face.
Well, is this face to your liking, my...
Ying Ying, a mere child. How could she rival my age-old experience? With this new guise adorning me, tell me, my young lord, between Ying Ying and I, who radiates greater beauty?
The Outlander freezes in shock, any attempt to struggle now futile. The enchantresses, all wearing the same beguiling face, drift forth with melodic laughter and scented breeze. Sparing him no chance to protest, they force the Outlander out of the building.
Oh my! As Wisteria blooms, behold the splendor. As Wisteria blooms, behold the splendor.
After multiple failed attempts to enter, the Outlander once again stands before the Wisteria Pavilion. Facing its tightly shut gate, he furrows his brow, his heart burning with unbearable anxiety. Each passing moment wasted here means more souls drawn into this sinister fate. These victims merely fuel the mania Wisteria, nurturing its relentless growth until it devours all of this city. How to lure out the Wisteria spirit, and how to subdue her? Through torture? Or perhaps fight charm with charm?
Might there be a way to tempt that bewitching being? How ironic. The one you seek is right here, yet refuses to meet you, hiding from you. The streets now swell with people, citizens of this city, all entranced by the festive revelry. These captives of the flower spirit are now being paraded before you, as if to mock your helplessness. All at the fate yearn for another soul. Yet, how will you ever find her? If she refuses to meet you, what recourse remains in your grasp? Fate is unkind, the path ahead treacherous. Let us see how far our wayward outlander can venture.
Aconite root, pokeweed, datura flower. Just a moment, my friend. This prescription is rather complex. It's quite potent precisely because of its toxic nature. Combined with the time-based acupuncture technique, as long as we calculate the right acupoints at the proper hour, we can restore your chi in no time. I've calculated which This shouldn't hurt. You can ease yourself further. Should your muscles remain excessively taut, the task of the needles and accessing the acupoints might be impeded, potentially compromising the treatment's effectiveness. Rather than a matter of standard practice, I'd say all afflictions, be they mundane or spiritual, are simply illnesses. For us practitioners of healing, there exist only two kinds: those we can cure and those beyond our reach. Even the entities you refer to as spirits, their madness, their twisted forms, all stem from illness. Where there is an illness, there lies the potential for remedy, and where healing is achieved, merit is gained. Are you not the same, my friend? You willingly venture into the territory of spirits to save companions who may be beyond saving, strangers who might have already been devoured. You stake your own vitality as collateral, treating your chi as a disposable resource. Yet, deep down, you know full well that herbalists are not miracle workers. I cannot wholly rejuvenate a body that has been constantly pushed to the brink of the terminal stage. To be honest, I've seen many who spurn treatment, harbor suspicions, question my intentions, or hold fast to the belief that mere healing cannot alter destiny. Yet, never have I crossed paths with someone like you, eagerly allowing me to reap merit from them. I can't help but wonder, perhaps my decoction isn't bitter enough? A Effective medicine often carries a bitter taste, yet increased bitterness doesn't equate to superior efficacy. If stronger bitterness truly meant better effect, I wouldn't mind even if you called me the Yama of bitter remedies. If only it were that simple. Medicine remains just medicine in the end. There will forever be realms beyond its grasp, pains it cannot soothe. For now, all I wish is to help you escape this place before that inevitable state befalls you. And if we can save others along the way, all the better.
Tremble before me, you fiends! The Queen of Lux!
I don't have much to contribute on the front line.
A trickle of water will shield you from harm on your courageous journey.
I should switch to a cooler battle model next time.
Okay.
If you want to use me, be careful.
Good show's about to start.
The red heat shall devour everything.
A sea of people floods the grounds before the House of Tales, thronging its entrance. The crowd encircles the small building where Yugu holds court. The ground already strewn with flowers and fruits, a scene of jubilant celebration. Outside the gate, a white banner bears bold characters proudly proclaiming Hazy Fate in a Daze, Volume 2. It is none other than the story she has prepared just for you. After much effort to squeeze through the crowd, the Outlander arrives just as the tale-teller begins her story. They say, 100 miles south of the town, a female ghost wandered. Her beauty was beyond compare, yet destruction followed in her wake. With her enchanting form, she lured victims into the mountains, draining their life before casting them aside like refuse. Yet neither monks nor priests could subdue her. Some lacked the spiritual might to match her power, while others fell victim to her bewitching beauty. For over a decade, none could bring her to heal. Yet, who could have foreseen such a twist? This fearsome ghost, with all her countless sins, one day relinquished her powers, professing an absurd notion of self-reformation, declaring, "I vow to wed none but him." And just who was this mysterious figure who managed to tame such a sinister ghost? My, do you find my story dissatisfying again, dear guest? My dear guest, if the festivities trouble you, direct your inquiries to the rightful host, the mistress of the Wisteria Pavilion, that spirit who breathes life into the blossoms across the streets. Why burden a humble tale-teller like myself? I'm not even part of this fate, merely a wanderer passing through, an outsider present just to hear a story. Oh, are you going to flip the table in a rage and leave in the middle of the show, my dear guest? If you follow my script perfectly, step by step, the fate shall end in due time. Why such impatience? Well, well, I almost forgot what a fascinating being you are. Such remarkable power. How wonderful it would be to weave you into my collection of tales. Yet, before we proceed, let us establish some ground rules. This marks your second interruption of my story. A toll must be paid for such disturbances. Don't you agree, Chief?
Execution. Quiet.
The show's about to start.
Overflow. Warning!
Right here. Such resolve. Are you attempting to dispel this illusion? Rouse all from their reveries and return to your world? What purpose does targeting me serve? If indeed this realm is tangible, the Wisteria spirit would be the true culprit, with your dear Ying as the orchestrator of this nightmare. You should seek her out instead. However, if everything here is but a fabrication, as you assert, a mere narrative woven by a tale-teller, the real me should have already been imprisoned in the real world by the real you, restrained so tightly that even wings would not aid in my escape. So why tire yourself rushing here to confront me? My, how mistaken you are. I witnessed your plight at the Fate, lost in pursuit of the flower spirit. Seeing no headway in the rescue, I dared to venture into this realm to offer you my assistance. After all, you appear utterly clueless when it comes to dealing with spirits. Did you truly believe that sheer aggression and brute strength alone could suffice to slay evil and uphold justice? Or perhaps you intend to chant divine scriptures to those wicked spirits, to preach ethics, propriety, and moral values until they grasp the enlightenment and transform from sinners to saints. Do you not see the futility in such an approach? A narrative so lackluster would never enthrall an audience, let alone tame a malevolent spirit. I have concealed the key to your predicament within my previous tale, hoping to guide you discreetly. If you had only been more patient and listened until the end, all would unveil itself with utmost clarity. Across the myriad of peculiar tales weaved through time, a common thread binds the most popular narratives of malevolent spirits. Their protagonists seldom required profound spiritual prowess to tame those entities. They either possess charm that bewitches at first sight, or wealth so vast it could make spirits bow to their will. And if nothing else, consider the young scholar from my earlier tale. The earnestness in his words so profound that it convinced the ghost of the authenticity of his love, touching her very soul. Given enough time, even the coldest heart can thaw in the warmth of true affection. Love blossoms from 3 yearnings: beauty, power, and genuine affection. Master just 1 or 2, and not only will you persuade the Wisteria spirit to amend her ways and spare your people, she might even sacrifice herself for your cause. Who can say? You might even amass an entire legion of spirits and fiends under your sway. My dear guest, have you grasped the meaning of my tale? In these mystical tales, the best way to tame a spirit is to become a charming heart-taker, to make them fall helplessly, desperately in love with you. Every secret technique, triumphant tale, and mystical artifact that guarantees victory, it is all inscribed herein. While countless have besieged me for this tome, my response has always been denial. Yet now, I present it unto you as a gift. I am certain that each word will resonate with you, my dear listener. Yet this is precisely what captivates the audience, rendering it beautiful and entertaining in its own way. Did you not find delight on your first visit here? If existence is already laden with tribulations, why must narratives burden people further? What harm lies in offering the audience what they yearn for? Stories of desire, love, and enchantment? Or perhaps you prefer something more unorthodox? Indeed, I have heard of your encounters. The black rings, calamities, bitter hatred, painful partings, the grand drama of life and death. Each one eclipses my humble tales of spirits by far. Such tales might not please the common ear, but I find them fascinating. If you'd be willing to share them with me, I could write something beyond my usual tales of romance and folly, something truly remarkable. Aren't you curious about the ending of that ghost romance tale, Chief? Though their love burned bright through the years, the divide between mortal and ghost proved insurmountable. Even in her redemption, the ghostly bride remained a creature of darkness and malice, sapping her beloved of his vitality. Despite pledges of everlasting togetherness, the scholar withered away, his existence waning like the setting sun. And thus, under the veil of a moonlit night, the ghostly bride vanished. In her wake arrived a wise monk, offering the scholar a golden pill of remedy. At once, his vitality returned, his ailment cured. Yet as soon as his health rebounded, the scholar anxiously inquired about the whereabouts of his vanished beloved. Where, indeed? The monk offered no answer, merely uttering, "The debt is paid. Let it go." And thus concludes this tale, a most joyous ending. No, this is the kind of story I personally relish. I adore it so very much. Go on then, my dear protagonist. I look forward to your interpretation.
Though I suspected as much, aren't you perhaps putting too much faith in me? I have mentioned before that medicine isn't omnipotent. If you keep depleting your chi like this, not even divine intervention could save you. Is this last treatment to be both your rejuvenation and parting blessing? You seem quite certain that all answers lie within the Wisteria Pavilion. What I want to know is, even if you make it into the Wisteria Pavilion, are you certain you can hold out until you solve everything? I could tell from our first meeting that you were already suffering from spiritual and physical exhaustion. Despite my efforts to support you on this journey, I could scarcely keep you going, and that hardly made any impact in the broader context. Should you venture into that place, how long can you endure? Will you even be able to fight? Save your strength, my friend. There's no need to try convincing me anymore. No matter how much I object, you won't give up anyway, will you? Very well. Your nature has been clear to me from the start, forging ahead despite the insurmountable odds. Interposing at this point would serve as nothing but futile opposition. All this time spent rushing around the streets with you, conducting examinations, it hasn't been in vain. I've gained some more understanding of Qi, what it drives, what it sustains, and what it changes. And I've learned how it cycles and harmonizes with all else. With this insight, I can prevent your Qi from depleting without resorting to taxing exertions as before. All I need to do now is use medicine to protect your internal organs. At least for a short period, yes. Miracle worker. If only there were true miracle cures. If only there were miracle herbalists capable of saving all. But regretfully, this medicine only offers temporary relief, a brief respite from your troubles. Solve. Such a vague word. Just like cure. These are things I truly cannot do. Heal one patient and another appears. Mend old injuries, only for new ones to form. Patients like you, who need treatment again and again despite our best efforts. That is the norm for us herbalists. We are truly powerless, forever fighting a losing battle. That's why I tried to warn you. Such persistence is futile. Yet, I understand. Even if it means using a cup of water to put out a cartload of burning firewood. Like a mantis raising its arms to block a cart. People never learn to turn back until they hit a wall. My friend, this is all I can do for you now. Once you enter the Wisteria Pavilion, even if I wish to help you further, I'm afraid my abilities will fall short. And it's not just me. Even you might find yourself powerless once inside. Medicine, artifacts, a kind heart, and even the most earnest determination, all might prove futile in the end. But you're still going in, aren't you? I see. Then all I can do is give you my best wishes. May fortune favor you, and may your wishes be fulfilled.
They say the Outlander returns once more to the Wisteria Pavilion. The gate remains sealed shut as exotic blossoms exhale their fragrant allure. Bewitching, ghostly chuckles send chills up your spine, seemingly poised to drain your life force anew between breaths. But this time, the Outlander comes prepared, armed with 3 mystical artifacts and fortified by the divine herbalist's protective elixir. All stand ready. There is naught to dread. Beyond this gate lies the Wisteria spirit, whom you have sought so desperately. Indeed. The protagonist of this tale is anything but ordinary. Now, let us behold how his peculiar festival encounter unfolds.
Well, well, if it isn't our persistent young lord again. How many visits has it been now? Such a delightfully stubborn soul.
But love-struck fools like you are a common sight around here. If we let you in today and someone else tomorrow, the Wisteria Pavilion's threshold would be worn to dust.
Off you go now, off you go. This is no place for ordinary folk, and our precious Ying Ying isn't someone just anyone can meet.
The ladies approach with melodious laughter, moving forth to usher you out once more. Yet, a shift in the air is palpable. Upon closer reflection, a revelation begins to dawn on you. Might it be that the flower spirits deem you mundane? Lacking the brilliance to captivate their gaze? Perhaps a treasure lies in your possession that might turn the tide. The Jade Blossom Robe it is. The Outlander draws forth the Jade Blossom Robe, and suddenly, it erupts in shimmering radiance, draping around him like spring vines. In the blink of an eye, the once ordinary Outlander transforms into a figure of sublime grace and elegance.
Oh my.
Oh my!
My! No wonder they all say clothes make the person. Just one change of outfit and you're a whole new being. Just look at that lovely face. Someone with such a lovely face couldn't possibly be a bad egg, right?
A pleasing appearance is all well and good, but youth fades like a summer breeze. How often has surface judgment led to lasting happiness?
Oh, right. Right, a pretty face alone won't get you far in life.
Young lord, if this is all you have to offer, we cannot bear to see Ying suffer any hardship.
Just as things begin to look up, fate deals another cruel hand. The ladies exchange meaningful glances, their demeanor frosty again towards you. It seems they seek not just a gilded exterior, but the weight of true worth within. Now then, might your possession contain...
Oh my, what's this? Such a magnificent gem. Please keep it away. The brilliance is nearly blinding me.
My, what a pretty little gem indeed. I'm not quite versed in such things, but is it something particularly special? Is that so? Could this be the legendary heirloom of some noble lord? Like straight out of a love story? Are we actually living one of those stories right now?
Let's not get carried away, sis. Who's to say if this gem is even genuine?
Even if it is so, that hardly proves anything. For all we know, you might lose your senses one day and gamble away everything at Gold Toad's.
Oh, yes, exactly. We've seen plenty of people flashing treasures while not even having a steady job to their name. Why should we make an exception for you?
Faced with the relentless scrutiny and questioning from them, the Outlander grows flustered, unable to defend against their accusations. Left with no choice, the Outlander reaches into the pouch once more, deciding to let the evidence speak for itself.
Oh, a civil servant. Well, that's not bad at all. Though the workplace might be a bit far. In these rough times, a stable job is reliable. It would keep Ying well provided for.
Not bad at all. How could that be reliable? These material comforts are just for show. Without a heart truly dedicated to her, they mean nothing at all.
Exactly. Having good looks and a comfortable living doesn't mean you'll treat our Ying well, does it?
Gold may be easily acquired, yet a genuine heart is a rare gem. In but a few exchanges, the ladies reveal... Now, that secret tome might just prove useful. Surely you have memorized all those romantic verses and love poems for wooing fair maidens by now? After that painfully delivered recitation, as the expressions of the ladies shift subtly, the Outlander realizes that the clever plan has spectacularly backfired. Holding all three mystical artifacts, triumph should have been certain. How did it come to this woeful state?
Your first time doing something like this, darling? Is this your first taste of love? Oh, look at you all red-faced and sweating. Take a breath before you faint from holding it in.
Where did you pick up all these cheesy lines? Ah, so easily fooled. Just as innocent as you look. These clothes and that gem. You must have saved up for quite a while to make it here, right?
You've gone to such lengths just to meet her?
The ghostly guardians at the threshold fix their gaze upon the Outlander, and after a long moment, finally let out a sigh.
All right. I'll stop giving you a hard time. Naive you may be, but sincerity is what truly matters.
That's right. Whether you can stay together ultimately depends on Ying's feelings. You mustn't pressure our precious girl.
Come now, let's give the young ones some time to themselves. It's time for us to step back.
Let's go, shall we? This is their moment now.
The lady's laughter fades like the morning mist, vanishing with a passing breeze. You are now left alone in the courtyard, accompanied only by the wisteria tree at its heart. The fragrance of flowers brushes your face as the swaying blossoms reveal a figure in their shadows. None other than the flower fairy who has captured the Outlander's heart. There she rests against the wisteria vine in the cool night air, draped only in wisps of gossamer. She sleeps peacefully amid the fragrant blossoms, undisturbed by your earlier intrusion or the clamoring crowds beyond the courtyard walls. Just as you take a step forward, her eyelashes flutter softly, and her eyes open in a dreamy haze, meeting yours in that moment.
I was just dreaming of you. I had this dream where my moms were driving you away again. They are always so protective of me. I was just about to help you when, poof, the dream ended. Come closer now. Why are you standing so far away today? I can barely see you.
She rises languidly to stretch with gentle grace and rubs her eyes. Her gaze falls upon you, the remnants of drowsiness still lingering. After a long moment, she suddenly blushes, averting her eyes bashfully.
Where did you get this new robe? What happened to your gray one?
Her voice emerges soft, tinged with unexpected shyness. Could it be the effect of the jade blossom robe? Seeing her cheeks flush pink beneath the dancing flower shadows, something stirs in your heart, compelling you to respond.
Such an earnest young lord you are. Are you even more nervous than I am? Don't worry. You've already left quite an impression on me.
She offers a gentle smile, lifting her gaze to meet yours with tender affection and praise in her eyes. It appears that the jade blossom robe has indeed worked its magic, and now the Outlander's thoughts turn to the other two treasures in possession. Capturing a maiden's heart requires both patience and finesse. What shall be your next move?
What a beautiful gem, sparkling like a star. Is this a gift for me? Well,
Such honeyed words ignite a deeper blush upon the flower spirit's cheeks, her lips parting, yet no words finding their way out. Behold our Outlander's charm. Even without the aid of mystical artifacts, you could effortlessly kindle flames in one's heart. Why not seize the moment? You must have already memorized every affectionate verse from the chronicles of romance and...
Nervous? Wanted to oh. Wait. Hold on. can you just pour your heart out like that? At least give me a moment to catch my breath. You're making my head spin. No one has ever said such things to me before. Do you mean that you adore me? How strange. We've only met twice, and you're not even from around here. Yet somehow this makes me so... I find myself wanting to spend more time with you too. If I come with you, will you take good care of me? Will you pledge your heart to me forever, never to betray me? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Why did you stop? I've never seen true romance in action. Nope. So this is why you've been acting so strange today? All shy and stump. Huh? All these weird characters. No creature in all creation can elude the clutches of love. Dazzle them with fine garments. Another one of those cliché Beauty and the Lord tales. That girl hasn't made any progress in all these years. Such dopey romances. She'd be better off sticking to her ghost stories instead. And to think she'd set her sights on such an innocent young lord. Oh. Oh my. So I'm such an evil and terrifying fiend. No. Then why did you come wooing me? Don't tell me you actually believed in those... Well then. Do you know? True beauty never requires fine silks or precious fabrics. Once she finds someone who truly loves her, in her eyes, you become the most beautiful being in the entire world. If I had to say what your beauty lacks right now, maybe just a hint of red would do the trick. Perfect. Your lips are rosy and your cheek has a lovely glow. You look much more lively now. You always come here looking so drained. Don't bring me any gifts next time. Even the most precious jewels can't withstand the test of time. The best gift is simply staying with someone you care about. Like now. How we share these moments of blossoms and moonlight together. How strange. We've only met twice, separated by countless miles and who knows how many years. Once we leave this fate, we might not even speak the same language. Yet, I keep dreaming of you.
On this never-ending winter night, you showed up, bringing warmth and light, letting me bloom once again in the cold darkness. These wisteria blossoms all around us, they must be the joy in my heart when I think of you. This joy, it almost frightens me. Like all dreams, this one must end, and you'll eventually return to your world. When that time comes, I'll be even lonelier than before. I won't ask you to stay. I know that's too much to hope for. I only wish this dream could last a little longer. That you could stay with me a while more. That the day of waking up would take its time to come. While you are here with me, I wish you could smile more often. How was it? My performance just now wasn't any less impressive than Yugu's, was it? I may spend all day sleeping, but I'm from the Wisteria Pavilion. I've learned plenty about romance from my moms. I could craft a love story too. Since you're not enjoying Yugu's script, why not quit playing along with her? Let me handle the rest of the tale instead. Shall we end the fate? Weave a romantic tale? Or maybe teach that tale-teller a lesson? You name it. I'll take volumes 3 through 8 and rewrite them to your taste. All I need is a bit of your chi in return. This is my fate, and what unfolds is our story. The pen should be in our hands. Don't you agree? My little lord of this city? Mic check, mic check, testing, Hey!
New job? All right, let's give our best.
Okay, execution time.
I don't have much to contribute on the front line. I'll count on you guys.
Gaze into the abyss.
Firewall debugging completed. You're under protection now.
I should switch to a cooler battle model next time.
A trickle of water will shield you.
Overflow! Warning!
Quiet.
Overflow! Warning!
Time to die.
Too crazy. Quiet.
Yes. Tear apart and sink into the sea.
D-Matrix, activate! Overflow! Warning!
I'll take my flow, shall the springs.
Hear thy conflict.
Time to die.
Overflow!
Tear apart and sink into the sea. Yes.
Overflow! Warning!
Too crazy. Quiet.
D-Matrix, activate!
Flow, shall the...
Overflow! Warning! Overflow! Warning! D-Matrix, activate!
Tear apart. Yes.
Overflow! Warning! D-Matrix, activate!
Flow, shall the... Too crazy. Quiet.
Time to die.
D-Matrix, activate! Overflow! Warning!
Tear apart and sink into the sea.
Overflow! Warning!
Too noisy. Quiet.
D-Matrix, activate!
Time to die.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Somebody will carry on this will.
D-Matrix, activate! Overflow! Warning! Overflow! Warning!
Overflow! Warning! I did a good job controlling my...
Yes, I heard you. No detours this time, I promise. A trickle of water will shield you from harm on your courageous journey.
Oh my! If I had known there'd be a fight, I would have dressed more appropriately.
Gaze into the abyss.
Overflow! Warning!
Everything of yours is mine now.
Too noisy. Quiet. Too noisy. Quiet.
Overflow! Warning!
Tear apart and sink into the sea.
Flow shall...
The red heat shall devour everything.
Everything of
Overflow! Warning!
Pierce, tear apart, and sink into the sea.
Too noisy. Quiet. I don't have...
Overflow! Warning!
everything of yours is mine now.
Pierce, tear apart, and sink into the sea.
Overflow! Warning!
Too noisy. Quiet. Flow shall the springs.
The red heat shall devour.
Overflow! Warning!
Pierce, tear apart, and sink into the sea.
Everything of yours is mine now.
Quiet.
Oops, I'm gone.
The red heat shall devour everything. Pierce, tear apart, and sink into the sea. The red heat shall devour everything.
Flow shall the springs. Hear thy confluence.
I'll take my leave. Dear audience, let me unveil this tale before you.
Oh my! If I had known there'd be a fight, I would have dressed more appropriately. There is nothing to fear. I'm here.
Leave. Don't come any closer.
Gaze into the abyss.
Looks like someone's about to be preyed on. This is the guidance of the flames.
It ends here. It ends here. It ends here. Apart. The red heat. It ends here.
Flow shall the springs. Hear thy confluence.
This is the guidance of the flames.
Pierce. Tear apart. And sink into the sea.
This is the
It ends here. It ends. Everything will eventually come to tear apart. The red heat. The red heat shall devour everything.
This is the guidance of the flames.